It's midnight. I have to get to the studio.
From Philadelphia, it's the only original late-night television show in town. Get ready for Raw Reality with Gail Kasper.
Revenge. Is it worth it? Well, let's look at the options. You can spray paint somebody's car, pour flour into someone's gas tank, slash tires, throw golf clubs through the windshield. I never realized how much cars get abused with respect to revenge. But there are other ways too, like you can distribute someone's expensive wine collection to friends, neighbors, and strangers, or you can advertise an infidelity over the internet. Or, like this video we found, which offers yet another option. Let's check it out. Clyde's here.
Oh, he's a loser. Forget about him.
I'm gonna get some air. Hey, I'm Clyde. Hey. Yeah, how you doing? Clyde.
Hit the dance floor. Hit the dance floor. 이건 정신 나간 여자를 위한 거. 이건 널 잠깐 미치도록 만들고 보여줄게 지금 이게 바로 우리 다 같이 놀자까지 거 정신 나갈 때까지 Day and night.
Clyde, I'm not letting him ruin my night.
맘껏 놀자고 다 같이 놀자까지 go Hit the dance floor. 네가 애타게 잡던 거 원하는 걸 말해도 네가 애타게 잡던 거 원하는 걸 줄게
That's hot. There you have it. Yep, tonight it's all about revenge. What others have done to get it, and revenge gone bad. The Odd Squad, comedian Rick Giuliani, and co-host of Bob and Dave Are Terrible People, which airs live every first and third Wednesday at laughcast.com, Dave Premiano. Go to rawrealitywithgailkasper.com for more details and contact information on all of our guests. I will be tweeting with you during the show at Gail Kasper fans, and don't forget, no serious allowed. And they're already part of the team here. Guys, revenge, we've got to make it fun. Are you ready?
Let's do it. Yep.
All right, let's start off with Anna Makowiak. Her ex-boyfriend came in to see her. She's a dentist. He needed to have a tooth taken out, and here she took all of his teeth out. She even said, you know, that toothlessness feeling that you're feeling is going to go away when the numbness wears off. So I don't know. I mean, thank God she wasn't a urologist or something, you know.
This story just kind of makes me smile. I mean, if you put it in perspective, think of all the money that he's saving on corn on the cob and steak. At least she's kind of doing him a favor that way.
I think it's kind of funny that you said it makes you smile. That's because you have all your teeth.
So
That's true.
Right.
No, because she got imprisoned from this too, from what I read, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to know if other dentists would be more mad at her for the lack of professionalness. That's not a word. Professionalism, or if she goes by the stereotype and offs herself in prison.
I don't know.
Dentists are
to screw up your whole career. I mean, that's funny in
They
itself.
have a high
That's
suicide
insane.
rate. I got it, David. They have a high suicide rate.
All right, here we have a guy named Phi Lin. He claims that thieves stole his penis. Is that penis envy? I don't know. Apparently, a guy or someone had put something over his head. They pulled down his pants, cut off his penis. He didn't even know it was missing. He just saw blood and his pants were down, and he called 911 and he said, "I can't find my penis."
I've never heard a castration story where I'm jealous of the guy that gets castrated, but the fact that he's using it so much that it's numb to the point where he can't even tell that it's getting cut off.
I just hope he was honest. Since he's Asian, I just hope he was honest with the description to the police. You know, yellow, uncut, maybe like 1 to 2 inches.
Yeah, well, that's what he probably said. He probably said, you know, it was 9 inches, and that's why they couldn't find it. They couldn't find the penis.
What do you do with it? Do they keep it as a trophy? Do they bronze it or?
I guess we
just
still
something-
haven't found out.
just
Apparently, they
something
still
to think
didn't
about.
find
Still
it. Still missing. MIA.
They should look over mantles.
On walls.
Yeah.
Elaine Cook, Skokie, Illinois, was arrested after allegedly biting off the tongue of her boyfriend. They had a fight. Hopefully it wasn't about lack of foreplay in the relationship, but she bit off a piece of the tongue. They tried to replace the tongue. They couldn't put the tongue back on. Yeah.
Man, she really screwed him up for life with like future dates. Like, who's gonna date a guy who can't like return an oral favor?
What if he got a bionic tongue?
I think most.
And then he would get a lot of dates.
I think most women date guys that don't return oral favors in the first place.
That's true. But a bionic tongue, we get a little vibrating tongue. He'd get all
right,
the,
if
all
he
the
moved
dates.
really
I think this
fast,
guy's
he'd be
set
good.
for life. Now he doesn't. Now he has an excuse for not telling her, "Oh, new haircut," or "How was your day?"
He just doesn't have to talk. It's a perfect world for him.
She sounds perfect for
story.
Mike Tyson, though.
All right, tattoo artist learned that his girlfriend was cheating on him. She wanted a tattoo on her back of a scene from Narnia. As it turns out, he
First
put
mistake.
a pile of excrement with flies buzzing around it on the back instead. I don't get this though, because tattooing is needles. Now Narnia, I would think would be a little bit more complicated, and you could really make that last for like 2 months of having to tattoo somebody.
I think her first mistake was wanting a Narnia tattoo.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen those movies. I think that's an accurate portrayal of what happens in those movies, minus Liam Neeson scenes, of course.
And all you need really to do is just add like an arrow pointing down, and it'll just be a functional tattoo.
She could do that on the front and have "Enter" written.
It's a pretty crappy tattoo, I'm just saying, guys. It's a
Hi-oh.
But
Zing. just wanna-
Catherine Koo reportedly prepared a poisonous dinner for her soon-to-be ex-husband, soon-to-be ex, tied him to a bed before cutting off his penis with a 10-inch kitchen knife, threw it in the garbage disposal, and turned on the garbage disposal. She then called the police and she said, hey, he deserved it, he filed for divorce.
Gail, you have a lot of castration stories on here. Is there some things you need to work out, like outside the show?
No, I can't
just feel
help it.
bad.
This is what most people are doing. It's terrible.
It's a popular thing. I mean, women are crazy. Cutting off dick.
What's the cutoff with these stories?
The cut off with these stories. Well, here's my thing. What if he was showing up to actually reconcile? Like, you know, that's not like, you can't do that over. That's like not a deal.
I mean, it's good she gave him a reminder then. Oh, that's why we were, okay.
I just feel bad for the plumber who has to clean out that garbage disposal.
Yeah, that is bad. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, what's the best way to get even? An expert joins the Odd Squad. Welcome back. With us is MMA giant Steve McLaughlin, head instructor for Philly Karate at Maxercise, a master in Taekwondo, 4th degree black belt. Steve, it's great to have you with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And we are not going to piss you off. At all. I mean, we're talking about revenge here. I know martial arts is not about revenge, but I want to get some feedback here from the Odd Squad. I mean, you're given a situation where, you know, partner breaks up with you, a boss outs you and puts you in the unemployment line, you know, a friend, you know, doesn't return money to you that you need. I mean, other than, of course, either lighting them on fire or lighting yourself on fire, let's take that off the table. How do you handle the situation?
I mean, a partner cheating on you is just easy. It's when you just re-cheat, but you got to step it up, like with a sister or mom or like grandmom, if you really want to knock it up. But that's how I
Wow, you would go that far, huh?
Yeah, it depends. Depends on the
I
situation.
like to find the guy she cheated with, raise my hand at him, and then yell, "Tag, you're it. She's your problem now." That's just me.
And let's redirect it back. Feel free to like give them the Vulcan grip, something to like stop them in the middle. I mean, feel
I don't
free
know.
to.
This is kind of entertaining, so I might let those guys be. But for me,
right.
just overcoming like upsetting event or anything like that, I just do the breathing techniques. I just close my eyes, count back from 10, and just step away from the situation.
I'm sorry.
like, I'm not having
I'm sorry. Dave did it.
Exactly, but that's good. That's what we need to be doing. And now, at the beginning of the show, you saw a video with a fight scene, and obviously that was about revenge. Martial arts isn't about revenge, right? So tell us, what is martial arts all about?
Martial arts is actually nothing with violence at all. Martial arts is all about uplifting the body, mind, and spirit, actually giving you peace and harmony, kind of which everyone needs in the world. So I kind of wish everyone did start doing more martial arts.
Now, I got to ask you a question, though. I mean, all right, it's just between us and our viewers, of course. But has there ever been a time that you were kind of like, you accidentally on purpose took somebody out?
Oh, that
I mean, just,
Can my school see this? Hopefully they can't. But yeah, there was a time when that's happened. Actually, at a competition, the guy accidentally snap kicked me in the groin area. Took that too badly, and I Superman punched him in the nose, and I think I broke it.
I think it's fair game from that.
Yeah, it's
point.
pretty fair game. Once you go,
yeah, he hit below the belt. I was like, I'm aiming for something up front.
Once you touch the baby maker, man, it's all no holds barred after that. You pay the consequences.
Yeah,
man.
that was
as
it.
we know from our stories earlier today.
Yeah, I was hearing some of those. Those kind of scare me a little bit. I don't know about those.
All right, what about a dangerous situation? I mean, I was in my car once getting gas. The nozzle of the gas tank was in the car, and a strange woman approached me. She wanted a ride. I felt like, man, if she pulls a knife, a gun, I felt like I was attached to my vehicle. What do I do?
Self-defense situation like that, especially in the situation you're giving me, I would say just stay in the car. Stay in the car, lock the door, whatever, make a bunch of noise so that way someone can see you're in danger. Usually if you're not in your vehicle or things like that, what we do at the school, we have the ABCs of self-defense. Awareness, boundaries, and combat. Combat's the last thing to do. So you always want to make sure you keep your eyes focused.
Did you hear that, guys? Combat is the last
What's
thing
the fun
to
in
do.
that?
Just so
should
that
be
way,
reversed.
It should be cab.
Cab.
Yeah.
Do you explain that to people and be like, and D is death?
Yeah, with that one, it's all about once you kind of set the boundaries and everything. Once that person breaks your boundaries and you have to use combat, by all means use combat. Get the person off you, knock them down, do whatever, control the situation. But other than that, I say use combat as the last resort.
All right, well, we're going to want to get your feedback with Pass or Fail with Gail, so hang tight for 1 second. We'll be right back with Pass or Fail with Gail.
Or if you're in Philly.
Welcome back. This is Pass or Fail with Gail. This is where we take a real-life scenario, the Odd Squad grades in with a pass or fail. And just a reminder, I'll be tweeting with you during the show at Gail Kasper Fans. You guys ready for our first story?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
All right, this is from Teresa in Deptford, New Jersey. I believe my husband cheated on me, and so I'm going to cheat on him with all of my friends. All right, so I'm going to start this off, and I'm going to give her a fail. This is a fail. Not only cheating on your husband, but you know what? The only reason I might say a little bit of pass is because you actually gained additional sexual experience for your husband if he stays with you. So that's my thought process on that. Steve, what do you think? Is this a pass or fail?
Me, I'm gonna say fail. Kind of pass too, but I'm gonna kind of stick it towards fail just because she's doing more than one partner. She was just even, kind of 50-50, sleep with one person, you sleep with one person, okay, that's just neutral. But you kind of took it a little bit too far going over the top.
No, you got to pass. Again, you got to kick it up a notch. Don't just
take it
bang
up a notch.
All at the same time. Not individual, just all at the same time. One big fun party. Perfect.
I'm gonna go with pass, but like not all of them. First of all, every guy has that one friend that they're jealous of, so she's like, oh, that one's handsome. I want to set him up with someone, sleep with him. And then there's the other one that's like, I don't know who would sleep with that. Like the loser friend. Sleep with the loser friend and the good-looking friend. You don't need to do all the middle ones. But
So you don't
it gets
do
the
the
point
ones in
across.
between?
Not in between, not in between.
She must be exhausted. I mean, when does she have time to even be in her marriage? She must be exhausted. All right, here's our next story. This is Yvonne Wilkins, the rejected mistress of one of President Obama's top economic advisors, paid New York's Times Square. So she put up a big billboard there, big billboard up in Atlanta, big billboard up in San Francisco, outing their affair, all because he went back with his wife. So, I mean, I've got to go ahead and give her a fail because here's the deal. She spent $250,000 doing all this advertising. If you've got $250,000, I say, you know what, you put up advertisements but based on you. You get your face out there everywhere. You start a TV show, you do a spread in Playboy, you make yourself so visible to this guy that that's the most positive way you can get revenge.
When is your spread? What month? I'm curious.
Steve, pass or fail?
With this one, I'm gonna say fail. You're like Gail was saying, you're spending tons of money advertising that you're cheating with someone when you can be using that money to go out and cheat with that person. Keep it a secret, kind of use YouTube to kind of get it out there, let the person see it. But yeah, I agree with you on this one. I'm gonna say fail.
Okay.
I'll say fail like our government, because that's probably why the government shut down or something. That's a lot of money to be spending on advertisements.
Pass. That is just a delicious way to use your hush money. Than to do the complete opposite of hushing. Other than that, though, fail for the fact that she got 8 years in D.C. That's 2 terms. That's pretty much all you get.
That's what you said. You said that's the cutoff point anyway. She should have known it was over at the end of the 8 years. All right, this is Jackie, King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. Whenever my husband does something horrible or mean, I do spiteful little things he doesn't know about. I scrub the toilet with his toothbrush, blow my nose on his pillow, spit in his food, flick cigarette ashes into his wine, and even pee in his shoes. He's never known about any of the evil things I've done. I even warned him that, hey, don't mess with me, I'm a bitch. So, okay, Jackie, I gotta fail you just for all the time and effort you're putting into revenge, and I'm really curious, how can he walk around with pee in his shoes and not be like, do you smell something? Like, how do you do that? Does he say like, oh, my odor eaters aren't working? I don't know, but too much time. Revenge shouldn't be more than like 5 minutes a day. I mean, that's the cutoff. Not more than 5 minutes, the rest of your day is productive time.
She's got to pee around the house more to disguise this.
I know, but what does she do? Does she squat over the toilet to pee in the shoes, or does she just squat over the shoes as she's walking by? I don't know.
She sounds classy, so I'm guessing the toilet.
Yeah, I'm really sounds real classy broad.
She sounds classy.
Real classy
I didn't even
broad.
think about that. You're
Are
right,
you
dude.
sure? Because she's using his toothbrush and she's scrubbing the toilet. I don't know. Is she really that classy?
I
I don't know.
That was
Sounds
a
like
sarcastic
Cinderella.
question.
Being sarcastic. Steve, what do you think? Pass or fail?
I'm gonna say fail. I'm still kind of confused of how he doesn't smell it or feel it in his shoes at all. You kind of gross me out just thinking about you peeing in my shoes. But yeah, I'm gonna say fail. You're pissing in his shoes. I would have just stopped it at like using his toothbrush. Using his toothbrush, maybe messing with his food a little bit. But yeah, you're peeing in shoes. What's going on?
See, you don't even need to do that though. You could just like take her out.
I don't know.
Pretty sure that's
Maybe.
illegal.
It might be illegal though. She might
Pretty sure
call
that's
cops.
assault. I'm gonna go with a pass on this one. And hear me out, because she seems crazy, and I would much rather walk around a little bit of piss on my shoes or pee in my shoes and have to deal with her all the time. I feel like it's a good a good balance. I'd much rather just
So
deal
what
with
does he
that.
do when they're walking through the house like he's a ninja, just waiting for the next thing to happen? Go ahead.
I'm actually going to say fail on this. And honestly, I was completely on board with everything she did up until the part where she said, I'm a bitch, which makes me think, okay, well, it's probably not that justified. Like, if you thought what you were doing was okay, then you don't need to call yourself a bitch. Say, like, I'm just getting even.
All right, let's take a look at the next one. Jimmy from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. I invited all of our friends to a special wedding anniversary party. That's nice. I showed a video compilation of me and my wife's lives together, nice photos at first, and then there were photographs of my wife and her lover, who was also at the party. The room fell silent, my wife started screaming. And I have to give that a giant big pass. As a matter of fact, I would say take those photos, those videos, put them on Facebook, maybe start a separate page. You know, my wife the bitch, or my wife the slut, I don't know, but really get them out there. Good job, dude.
I think we can applaud this.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
gotta give him a
Good
round of
job.
applause for that one.
Very nicely done.
That was a good one. I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna say pass. That's like the perfect revenge. Everyone thinking, oh yes, we're gonna party, we're gonna celebrate. Hey, but look what my wife has done. Look what my wife has done over the time when we
That's
thought
just
we were
good
together.
PowerPoint skills too. You know what I mean? That's awesome. I give a pass. Like, awesome. I mean, now he doesn't have to explain to people. He saves them time when he has to change his Facebook stats. That's complicated. He saves a lot of time.
I say pass, as long as he told the DJ ahead of time so they could shift the mood and the music halfway
Change
through.
the music.
Like go from a nice Frank Sinatra song to a Taylor Swift breakup song. I think.
All right, I've got a real quick one here.
How is
Bella
that?
from Sewell, New Jersey. I resent my lover's sympathy for his wife after she'd had a miscarriage, so I divert the attention back to me. I'm going to feign a pregnancy and also a miscarriage, and I've got to fail you. You're just being redundant. You need to step it up. You need to be original. Real quick, Steve, what do you think?
I'm feeling you. Yeah, why would you fake being pregnant just for a miscarriage? Really?
Fail. That's way too far. I honestly, I hope Karma comes back and she can't procreate.
Ooh, that'd be.
I'm gonna go with fail there too, just because she's not like. So if his wife had the baby, then he'd have more time for her. I don't.
All right, we're going to go to a break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. We shared some terrible stories tonight, didn't we, guys? Yeah. I mean, revenge. I mean, it's really not worth it, is it? What do you guys think?
It's always
I
worth
think
it.
I think a lot of these people in the stories ended with a smile on their faces.
Yeah.
I just want to know what caused the revenge. I would wish we could hear the other side of the story, but I'm sure they all deserved it, especially the castration.
I really don't know on my end.
Well, the toothless guy and the tongueless guy wouldn't probably give a great story.
Do I look like I should look?
You're acting like how you should.
All right. Next week, stereotyping. We've all done it. Women drivers, dirty politicians, rebellious teenagers. Join me in the Odd Squad. Unbelievable stories and how to manage it. For all of tonight's tips and to be a part of the show, go to rawrealitywithgailkasper.com. Thank you to our sponsor, GetMainLobster.com, the Odd Squad, our entire team here at WMCN, and all of you for joining us. We'll see you next Wednesday night at midnight. Have a great week, everybody.